On this World AIDS Day, as we look at the statistics from the 2019 calendar year, we've seen some significant reduction in new diagnosis in Northern Ireland, which is huge, and we're really pleased to be able to report that. We've also seen significant reduction in our MSM community, that's men who have sex with men, and again that's huge, and we're really chuffed to see that too, and that's constant across the whole of the UK, so it's good to see that Northern Ireland are now kind of on a level playing field there. We also think that there's a lot of contributory factors to this, and I suppose the three key areas are the work obviously that Positive Life are doing in terms of awareness raising and education. There's also been the rollout of the HIV prevention programme at the Gum Clinic, and also campaigns nationally like the U=U campaign, which means where someone has an undetectable viral load, their HIV is untransmittable. In Northern Ireland, we know that our service users experience stigma at a much higher level than anywhere else in the UK. A recent piece of research that was completed showed that it sat at around 65% when compared to 50% in the rest of the UK. We know, and our service users tell us, that the clinical side of things have moved on. The medications are, significantly better and improved than they were years ago, but the stigma still remains the most challenging piece for people living with HIV. So in the context of COVID this year, we've seen a huge increase in our contacts with our service users, and that's for a number of reasons. I think first and foremost there was a lack of clarity around how COVID would affect people living with HIV and what additional precautions they would have to take to shield or not to shield. Additionally, a lot of the language associated with COVID and the virus was reminiscent of the early days of HIV and AIDS, and for some people that was re-traumatising. To hear phrases like catching it and passing it on and testing positive were all very familiar for people, and raised issues and traumatic experiences that they had had but felt that they had parked a number of years ago. So I think the key message from Positive Life to everybody on World AIDS Day is to own your sexual health and to look after your sexual health. We have an approach to everybody's lives that they have physical health, they have mental health, and they have sexual health, and all are equally important. We would also advise people to get tested. If you feel like you have put yourself at risk, get tested early, and an early diagnosis makes for a much better prognosis.